Okay, yeah, making sure the mic wasn't still muted. Guys, thank you for coming back to another episode of The Rundown. This is a Friday, almost at Saturday. This is your host, Chris Fagan. I'm on ride solo today, so sorry about the lateness getting it started. A little bit behind schedule, about 6 minutes, but, we're here. So today, we're going to talk a little bit about Indiana Jones. We were going to do a Boogeyman review, but my reviewer skipped out on me, so we're not going to do that. We're going to talk about Pete Davidson and some things that's coming out in the world of movies like Ghostbusters. So appreciate you guys for starting us off on a Friday. It's the weekend, man, and I am really excited to just relax, kick back, and just vibe with you guys. Let's chill out. So if you guys have anything that you guys want to say, just hit me up in the live chat. I'm watching you guys as usual. You know the rules. Keep it friendly, keep it respectful, respect the community. Let us know what you guys are thinking at all time, and any support that you want to throw our way as far as super chats or donations. You got a super chat question, we really do appreciate it. But if you can't do that, it's not obligated to do that. So just hit the thumbs up button if you guys are watching us live. But definitely keep it live in the chat, where the chat's at, wherever it's at, up here on your phone or whatever. So let's get started right now. Usually I'll throw it to my wife and say, what's the first thing we're going to talk about? After I remind the guys that we have a podcast and a Patreon and all that other stuff. What's the first thing we're going to talk about? Well, first thing we're going to talk about, glad you asked, Chris, is, there we go, Ghostbusters 4, or Ghostbusters Afterlife 2, Ghostbusters 4, is that what it's, I don't know 100% what it's going to be called. I'm pretty sure it's going to be another subtitled type of thing. Somebody's calling me. Let me see. Call right back. There we go. Sorry about that. I'm curious. I feel like they should just call it Ghostbusters 4, but since they did the last one as Afterlife, I feel like it's going to be a little confusion. Is it going to be Ghostbusters Afterlife 2, or is this Ghostbusters 4? I mean, it's all in the same universe. It's this all same. I think it's gonna be probably called Ghostbusters, I don't know, Cold Front or something like that. Because look at this poster. Look at this right here. They're doing something now. From what I remember on the last Ghostbusters logo, it was like a foggy mist atmosphere thing that was behind it and whatnot. The glow that was behind it, and it was building up this fog. Now this. And there's no indication of what the plot's going to be about. You saw that I don't know if you saw it. There's some footage that they're back in New York. They're going back to the firehouse, and with this, it tells me that a blizzard is coming, a cold front is coming. Maybe the big bad is going to be elemental or iced themed, but if they're going back on this path of like a hell on earth, something that Dan Aykroyd talked about a lot, like bringing Armageddon or a hell on earth kind of a thing, that phrase, when hell freezes over, maybe the obviously snow or ice or something with the elements is going to be themed on it, unless this is just like a metaphor that their assets have been frozen and they're getting sued again by the city after they saved everybody and shit. Like you know how it is with Ghostbusters. But I know it's not for everybody. Now, I saw somebody on Twitter talking about that Ghostbusters is woke. Like, when it have not been woke. I mean, back in the 80s, even having a black dude on the team was probably considered woke back then. Like, well, you got that black dude in it. I mean, but have we not been? It was ever since that disaster of a reboot with the all-girls cast. Okay, it wasn't good. But having girls on the main team is not new. I mean, Ghostbusters Extreme, they should have been did that a long time ago. I liked Ghostbusters Extreme, so I was excited when we have a balanced cast. A couple of guys, a lady in the team, and just mix it up. I'm tired of just seeing the same stuff all over and over again. I mean, we can't have Dan Aykroyd and them with proton packs on their backs, to the day that they die. I mean, it's crazy. But so mix it up. Why not? Maybe going the whole Elseworld route with the whole female team Hey, if it worked, it would have worked, but it didn't work. So now it's like, haha, you see, yeah, go, broke. You know how people get. But did I even like that? No, I did not like it. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't like it. I didn't think that was good at all. But I did like Afterlife, and I'm not ashamed to admit. Look, I've always, ever since I was a kid, I've always liked movies where kids are the heroes, where kids are the explorers, Goonies, movies like that. Hell, that animated movie, was it Monster House? I love it when kids are like, the parents don't believe us. There's something going on, and the kids are the ones figuring it out. And put in the box, put in the comments, what's your favorite movie where the kids come together? And so, Three Ninjas, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. I love movies like that. So when I saw this poster, I'm excited for it. I said, hey, it's a good poster. It's interesting what the heck is going on based on what we know. We know very little. We know that they're back in New York, like I said. We know they're back in the firehouse. Okay. So I saw footage of them driving down the street and I believe one of them was hanging out on the side of the car with the car gunner, proton pack gun, whatever. And it looked, I just get a kick out of it when kids are the ones, kicking butt and saving the day. So I'm looking forward to it. What are you guys thinking about it? Do I have the lower thirds working? Let's see if I got it working right now. Sorry about that. Start from the top. What's up, everybody? Okay, it's working. What's up? Is it Jedi Mike 7? Anybody named Jedi, I got your back. I got your back like a chiropractor. You ask my phone right now, I say I got it right here. If I say, hey, Google, what's my name? Let's see if it works. Hey, Google, what's my name? Wait, is it working? Oh, there we go. Now, I apologize if I'm activating all your stuff. It's muted. I'm about to say it one more time. All you guys that have Google, I'm sorry about that. But I'm about to do it one more time. Hey, Google, what's my name?
Your name is Master Jedi.
You guys heard that? Let me turn it up. One more time. Sorry. Hey, Google, what's my name?
Your name is Master Jedi.
Yeah, son. So anybody with that name, I got you. Let's see. I don't want it. LOL. Like, oh, you don't want another Ghostbusters? Why not? Why not? That was from Brianna Jasmine. Why not? I'm talking about, I don't want it. The last one ended perfectly. I wouldn't say no, it did not. The movie was great. It did not end perfectly. The story wrapped up perfectly, but the way they brought back the original cast could have been perfect, but it was so, it did not fit the way the rest of the movie was going. They were trying to throw in the cheesy jokes. It was like it was especially Bill Murray. He was just phoning in those jokes, man. It just did not fit with the tone of the whole movie. The whole movie, like 99% of it, I loved it. But that, when they showed up, it could have been written or executed a little bit better. I did not like the way they did it. But I did like the very, very, very end when Winston came in and shows up. It looks like he's going to be the money to be able to fund the return of the Ghostbusters. And it seemed like that's also the way it kind of was for the reboot that they did with the all-girl cast, that he was the uncle to Leslie Jones. So he's coming back as that role, like he's the mentor. He's going to, and that's cool because I don't feel like they gave Winston a lot of respect in those movies. They always found a way to not put him in the posters and not have him in the main plot, and then call him at the very end to throw him in the ooze. I don't know. I didn't like that. Winter is coming. Yeah. Test. Yeah, I see you testing once. We be testing. I see you. Yeah. You damn right. Master Jedi. Yeah, that's me. You like it, I love it. But don't be hating on me. Talking about Master Jedi. You damn right. All right, let's move on to the next entertainment news. Pete Davidson's voice message was leaked. And it was funny if I can get this going. What's this thing working? Oh, I forgot they had that going on in the background. This was funny. So Pete Davidson was in the news. He Oh, that's wrong. Wrong one. Where am I at? Pete Davidson was in the news for buying a puppy. He bought a dog, and it was supposed to be a good moment for. From what I understand, his mom's dog died after 2 years. Died, and he said, "I've never seen my mother cry like that." You know, she was very emotional about it, and he did what a good son would do. He bought her another dog, and someone in PETA or someone at the dog shelter or whatever, maybe reported them to PETA or something like that, was like, instead of adopting a dog, which is what you need to be doing. What's up, Peter Lane? And I feel like I gotta apologize to Peter because I feel like yesterday I might have been getting off hard on him and stuff I was saying on the comment that you made. And I thought you were saying something else, and I'm glad my wife was there to check me. Like, no. He's not saying that. He's saying it this. And I was like, I feel like, and I think we caught it during the show, but I still felt bad afterwards. I'm like, I know Pete is a good guy. I'm like, but I hope you got that I was misunderstanding what you were saying, and my wife checked me like she always does. But I appreciate you back in the chat. But I get sidetracked real easily, don't I? Man, I got to get this ADD under control. And so he bought a dog, and then they got on him about, why didn't you adopt? And they reported him to PETA on it, and PETA got on him about it. It's like, why didn't you adopt the dog instead of buying a dog? All these dogs that need adoptions and whatnot. And I understand where they're coming from, but dude, what is it your business? Why are you getting on this, man? If every other person in the world is buying dogs left and right, not adopting dogs. But this is why we got to stop with the celebrity worshiping. We always wait for a celebrity to do the same thing that 99% of people are doing. And obviously Peter's probably going to have the message out for the general public too, but anytime we can lock on a celebrity, we just lock on them as if they're just floating amongst us and stuff. This is Pete Davidson. But the situation that about buying a new dog for his mom was deeper than that. And I don't know if you heard about it, but this voicemail, I was thinking about playing it, but I think TMZ has the rights to the audio, so I was like, I ain't risking that. Okay. But I see you, Brian. Hold on, I'll get to that in a second. But I've got it written down. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. No, that's not it. Where is it? All right. Let me go full mass here. Pete Davidson went on and goes, so the leaked voicemail went out and says, Pete Davidson says, and I quote, "Hi, my name is Pete Davidson. This message is for Daphne. Thank you so much for making comments publicly that I didn't adopt a dog. I just wanted to let you know that I'm severely allergic to dogs, so I have to get a specific breed. I'm only not allergic to Cavapoos and those types of dogs. And my mom's fucking dog, who's 2 years old, died a week prior, and we're all so sad, so I had to get her a specific dog. So why don't you do your research before you can create a news story because you're I'm bleeping the wrong thing, because you're a boring, tired, F you, I tried to bleep that out, but I missed it. F you and suck my, that came from Pete Davidson to the lady, whoever leaked his, took pictures of him without, I guess he said without my permission. He didn't give them grief about them taking his pictures and everything, I guess. But when they sent the story to, he's buying instead of adopting, he was like, man, what the hell? And when you see it from that perspective, like, okay, yeah, well, maybe adopting a specific breed that you're not severely allergic to, maybe that's not really an option all the time. Because I mean, we tried to adopt a pet, and my son is very allergic. Not extremely, but he is allergic. He's skin sensitive to pet hair. Like when he was little, like his face would swell up when we had more than 2 cats. We only have 2 now. Then luckily Joy figured out that there was a medicine that or a specific food that you can feed to pets, and because it's that allergy thing. I guess it's in the blood, and it gets in the hair, and then the hair follicles gets onto you, and you're allergic to it. So if you can attack it at the source, like we have our cats on a specific diet, and actually it's into the bloodstream, and it makes their hair not triggering to my son's allergies. So, and whatever Pete's condition is, I guess there's specific breeds that you can get. You can get them bred in certain ways. But if his allergies are that severe, he can't just go out and just adopt any old pet. So I was like, yeah, give him help. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I'm for Peter. I'm like I said, I'm a lefty. But if I get tired of that, you're not hugging that tree enough. I don't like that. You better hug it more. I'm like, dude, mind your business. Like, I don't got a tree. Leave me alone. Like, dude, I donate to this. I support that. But if I don't check I get tired of that. I said this before a couple of days ago on this channel. On the left and on the right. You're an ally. There's like 10 boxes you got to check. You're an ally. You're an ally. You're an ally. You're an ally. You're like, you don't do that one thing. 1 out of 10. You only do 9, but you don't do that one thing. You're not an ally anymore. Or you're the worst person in the world. Like, dude, like, come on. He got a dog. He was just getting a dog. Like, what would happen to that dog if he didn't buy it? I mean, let's say nobody was going to buy that pet. I mean, look, I'm not going to go too far. I mean, maybe you guys know more about this stuff. Maybe he's the worst person in the world for buying a dog instead of adopting a dog. But I didn't think it was that big of a deal. Brianna was making fun of me. She was talking about the testing 1, 2, 3 was for when I kept saying Google. I'm gonna activate y'all phones again. Maybe y'all have Amazon or something. Alexa, activate the whole house and piss you guys off. Peter Lane with the $5 super chat. I gotta specifically make these super chats with certain sounds. Well, the soundboard. I'm gonna make that soundboard super chat thing a thing. $5. Take chances, make mistakes, get messy. Also, I should probably watch the movie they made after 2. Can a brother get a Metroid movie? Can a brother, for real? Can we get a Metroid movie? I think we have been overdue for Metroid. Good call, man. Everybody's always talking about, are we going to get Link? Hey, if there's any chance for a Metroid movie now, I think now after Super Mario did so well, I think there's a big chance now. I would rather, I know for a fact if Nintendo is going to do something next, it's going to be Super Mario Brothers 2. They're going to do that first before they do anything else. But if they do another Nintendo-based video game movie first, it's probably going to be Zelda. But Metroid would make way more. I would rather a Metroid. Metroid would go hard. Let's see. You gonna say I saw that? Thank you. No, I was just making sure because I misunderstood. I was misunderstanding what you were saying, and luckily Joy caught me. It was like slapped me in the back of the head, like no, he's saying he's agreeing with you, fool. I'm like, oh my bad. Stay in school, Chris. Stay in school. All this over a dog. Oh, where's that from? Where is that? That is also a movie quote. Maybe I don't know. Maybe Michael Vick said that. I ain't gonna bring that up. I should have said that. I did like the ending though. But which part? The very, very, very end of Ghostbusters, or just the overall when the rematch with Goza. The traveler has come. Make your choice. I'm surprised she didn't do all that stuff again. She was like, you know what? I ain't making the same mistake with y'all fools again. I'm just gonna kill you. Let's see. Luckily, my dad is the only male in the house. 26%. He doesn't do robots, so mine aren't responding. They'll listen to my sister, though. Luckily, my dad is the only male in the house. He doesn't do robots. Oh, you're talking about Metro? Oh, okay. Mine aren't responding. Oh, no. You're talking about the phone. Okay, no, I get it now. I see what you're saying. And you're laughing at me on that one. All right, let me move on. Okay, guys, let me know what you guys think about this whole thing with Pete Davidson. All this over a dog, man. Come on, right? I mean, like, he adopted a dog. I thought that's what, he bought a dog for his mama. I thought that's what we were supposed to do. He's being a good son. All right, let's move on to the next topic. Looks like the writer's strike situation might be happening again. Might be gaining in strength if there might be another strike in Hollywood starting July the 1st after the actors union SAG-AFTRA members voted 97% yes to initiate. They're not on strike. I don't believe they're on strike as of right now, but 97% plus of them voted to we can go on strike if these things aren't by July the 1st if these things aren't taken care of. Which could delay the release of some movies and cause reshoots and delays for others. Some studios are already taking precautions by moving up junkets and premieres for the summer movies and recording press materials in advance. Like they're moving things up. They're getting actors, hey, go out there right now, because if these guys go on strike, everything has to shut down. This is the Screen Actors Guild. We're not just talking about the writers. Now, if the actors go on strike, that's it. And just like we know from the Writers Guild, you can't go against it. If you are a member of the guild, you go where they go. They'll blacklist you. Let it be a writer and go against the strike and just take a gig when you weren't supposed to and let them find out. You will not work after that. That will be your last job. Same thing with the screen. That's why they stick together like glue. And they're trying to they're doing this to gain support and to get what they feel like the actors and the writers and the directors. I think they just cleaned up their one-day protest. They're trying to because everybody's worried about what AI is going to do to everything. They're not getting compensated with streaming. When it was broadcast television and things like that, the writers get a certain percentage of certain revenue from when things are syndicated. But that's not the case when it comes to streaming. So we're still on strike. Let me continue. Some studios, I already read that part. However, even if there is a strike, studios will likely keep their release schedules intact, and instead of promoting their movies through trailers and TV spots. So everything for right now, for the if the actors do go on strike, they're putting things in place to keep everything running for the. But if they go on strike with the writers, that's gonna hurt. So I'm predicting that this is gonna. I have no predictions, because this is the first time in 40 years that the Screen Actors Guild has gone on strike. This will be if they do, but we'll find out in July 1st. So let's see, anything new? Up around and find out. That can be said. For the writers too. But I'm assuming you're probably talking about with or maybe I don't know if we're talking about the writers strike or we're talking about Pete Davidson. I don't. They both fit. Peter effed around and found out, and these guys, they'll find out. All right, let's move on to the. Okay, so I was gonna get my daughter to come in here to help me with a movie review, because this is the movie reviews portion of the show. She was gonna help me. Am I doing this right? Where is the next one? There we go. She was gonna help me do the review of the Boogeyman movie. I haven't seen it. I was supposed to see it. She saw it. And she was supposed to come in here. I was supposed to call her up, say, Natalie, come help us out. Do a review real quick. Let's talk about Boogeyman. I had the graphic already and everything. We were going to have a talk about it. And then at the last second, my wife, Joy, who's not on the show today, to apologize for her insolence and insubordination. Don't tell her I said that. She sends her to run an errand. I'm like, all right, okay. So that's how it is. All right. So let it be known. She's trying to sabotage the show, y'all. So let's skip the Boogeyman. But if any of you guys have seen it, let me know what you think about it. Do you recommend it? Should I watch it? It looks pretty creepy, but I'm not gonna. But this is what Natalie told me. But she said, it wasn't that scary to me. It was okay. She just came back with. But Natalie has a very specific set of horror skills, and her horror, I don't know. She's very weird when it comes to her horror. This girl still hasn't seen The Descent, and she's such a horror snob sometimes. She's like, nah, I'm not scary enough. I saw The Strings, Freddy Krueger with the butter knives, and she thinks that her tolerance for horror is much different from mine. I'm not a punk or anything, but she thinks that she can handle scarier movies than I can. So it takes a lot to scare her. So she just thought that the Boogeyman was just okay. So I haven't seen it. I can't call it. So moving along. Let's close up the rest of the show with the news with Indiana Jones. Let me see if I got it right here. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. There are... Oh, no. Before... You know what? Let's go back. I did have something else I want to talk about. So we're moving into this weekend. We have Transformers is starting up and the Beast. What is it? Beast Wars. I have a prediction, and I want you guys to write in your predictions. What do you think is going to win the week? I think I have a poll up. I think 8 of you have already voted. I said, which film will take the #1 spot this weekend? I cannot see it, so let me go into where it is at right now. I finally figured out how to look. 89% of you are saying Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is going to stay #1. 89%.
You ever wake up in a bad mood?
Transformers Beast, Rise of the Beast is projected to take about what, 60, 70, 60? They project. I don't think it's gonna make that. If it does, for Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse to take the #1 spot, it would have to do better than like a 50% drop. It would have to be like close to just like a 40% drop, and that would put it around like 55 million, 60 million. It'd be right there where they're projecting Rise of the Beast to be. I have a feeling that Rise of the Beast, this is my prediction. This is where I'm at. So let me see if I can find it right here. Let me go full screen. This is where I'm at on my predictions. I have my weekend box office prediction is Transformers is going to take it, but I think it's going to be close, like within 1 million or 2, maybe within 5 million. But I think they're going to edge out Spider-Man unless these reviews that I'm hearing that are so mixed hit it even harder than I'm predicting. And Spider-Man, the word of mouth is so good, then you guys are right. The 80 something percent of you guys that are thinking that Spider-Man is going to take it will be correct. But I have a funny feeling that even though we've had some bad track records with the Transformers movies, Bumblebee was still good. And this is a direct sequel to Bumblebee. But people have been saying the same thing. It looks like another Michael Bay crap fest. But I feel like it's still going to do a few million and probably edge out slightly. I'm hoping you guys are correct. But I think this is what it's going to look like. And #2, Spider-Man. #3, Little Mermaid. I think there's going to be a switch because we're going into, the 6th week for Guardians of the Galaxy? I think it's going to be low numbers for Fast X and for Guardians, but I think there was like $1 million difference between the two last week. And I think Fast X is going to take the #4 spot. And then at #5, it's going to be Guardians of the Galaxy. Where are you guys at on this? Is that what you're looking at? Most of you guys in the chat are saying that at the very least, Spider-Man #1, Transformers #2, and maybe I'll agree with the rest. But if you have, give me a rundown in the chat and let me know what you got, what your top 5 is going to be for the week, what your predictions of the week is going to be. Now, moving on to, and I'll close the poll real quick. And Peter, and I got to update the membership. Thank you, man. You just became, Peter Lane just became a member. The For Me tier, I believe that's the tier where you can send, where you're going to be able to send voicemails. I'm going to activate that by next week for sure. I don't know if that's the tier for video call-ins, but it's definitely either or. You could definitely do a voice call-in during the show and talk with us live, and we can discuss it during the show. So I appreciate you for becoming a member, bro. Thanks for that support. So, Indiana Jones predictions. This is what I'm reading. That Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. There we go. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny to ring up around 60 million on their opening when they open. They're making those Rise of Beast numbers. And they say here's why: early box office predictions of the outlook. That was the article that I read. Here's why. I'm not gonna read the article. I'm stuck on the prediction part of it. From what I see, people are like blaming Phoebe Waller-Bridge. Maybe she's the drag on it. Maybe it's the aging effects. Maybe it wasn't that good. I haven't seen it, but I just don't feel that there's a buzz around it, and I'll tell you why. I feel like it's the last Indiana Jones movie that we got. It was so poorly received. I mean, after Indy survived the nuclear blast by going in a refrigerator and then seeing an alien at the end of it, I mean, it was so poorly received. I think it just did so much harm to this franchise. It was time to reboot. So I am not surprised that this is the prediction so far. That's where it's tracking. And I'll tell you why this is significant. Let me go full screen again. Let me get my screen back up. This is why this is so significant. Let's see. Go full mass here. So the Dial of Destiny is predicted to come out around $60 million of the first 3 days. The second best start of the Indiana Jones franchise, down from $100.1 million for their 3-day opening for the last movie in 2008, Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. The Last Crusade opened to $29.3 million for their 3-day opening, 46.9 over extended Memorial Day weekend. What's this? Gwen Never. Oh, I still have a Spider-Man fact. Ignore that third one. That's a Spider-Man fact. I forgot to replace that. I see what I did there. All right, next is Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom about to $25.3 million on their 3-day opening, 42.2 for the extended Memorial Day weekend, and in 1981's Raiders of the Lost Ark opened at $8.3 million. That felt like a very low number, but the lifetime gross was $248.1 million overall. So I don't know what was going on with that opening. Maybe it opened off. I don't know. I didn't have time to really research on it, but that made it seem like I know it was the 80s, but maybe that was a respectable opening back then. But their highest opening was for Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, and by far that was their worst movie. So I can only imagine that people are feeling like it is time to just reboot Indiana Jones. We don't need to keep moving forward. Maybe Dial of Destiny will do better as far as writing and performance overall than what Crystal Skull did. Can't get any worse in my opinion. But I just feel like the damage was done. So I'm not surprised that that's what we're getting. That's what's going on with Indiana Jones. So full disclosure, I still have not seen the first two movies. Indiana Jones 3, The Last Crusade is the only one I've ever seen. I am going to watch the first two movies. I'm going to do a first time watching on this show, on this channel. So maybe my opinion doesn't even effing matter because I haven't even seen it, but I will watch it. But with the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull being the biggest franchise opener, and that was just 100 million. Like it's a bad thing. Just 100 million. That's good for any movie. I'm just not surprised with everything that's been going on. I think this is the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Was that made under Disney or was that before? Was in 2008. So no, that would have been before Disney bought Lucasfilm. I think that was before. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I think the damage was done. I feel like Disney should have just rebooted it. But I don't know. Maybe I'm off maybe I'm off target. Let me know what you guys think. We're gonna move on to We Got Your Mail, and just end off the show with what you guys are talking about. I just don't feel like it's tracking what it probably should be tracking at. Well, what do you guys think? Let me go. Where's my screen at here? Let me go full screen here. Brianna Jasmine, LO, the writers turning on the Guild. Are they? Are they turning? I didn't hear anything about that unless you're joking. Unless I'm missing a joke or missing something. Penny Lane just became a member. I appreciate you. Thanks for being a member. And the new member, Peter Lane, says, I expect Spider-Man to hold. I hope so. I really do, man. I'm going to do a spoiler talk with. We're growing the panel. There's a group of us that are getting together. We're gonna do it Saturday night, tomorrow night. I'm thinking somewhere around maybe 8, maybe 9 Central Standard Time. I gotta get with everybody to see what their schedules are looking like. Everybody's got a day job, you know. So I hope so. I hope it holds, but I just have a funny feeling that at least for 1 week, that Transformers might edge it out. But if you guys continue on, let me know what you guys think, what your predictions for that week is going to be. I expect Indiana Jones to outpace the gloom and doom. I hope it's good. I'm decided that I'm going to watch Raiders of the Lost Ark and Temple of Doom before I go into that theater. And hopefully I get a chance to sit down and see it, because I do want to record myself watching it, first time watching. I want to watch those before I go. Maybe I'm doing myself a disservice because I love the Raiders of the Last Crusade so much. I love that movie so much, and I hated Crystal Skull so much. I feel like if I go in, I feel like maybe I'm gonna do myself a disservice. Maybe Dial of Destiny will be good, but maybe I'm gonna watch maybe I'm gonna watch two very superior Indiana Jones movie and become a gatekeeper. Like some people are like, no, it's not like the Ark, or it's not like Temple of Doom. Maybe I should watch Dial of Destiny first, and then, but I won't. I said I gotta watch those movies first, get caught up, and watch them first. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, that was it. You guys have kept it short, and it's probably for the best because I have to get some work done. So yeah, that's it for the weekend. That's it for the show. Appreciate you, Peter Lane, for becoming a member. Like I said, we're going to, and that was a $2 super chat that he sent when he said that. So I appreciate you and supporting the channel on the level that you're doing it, bro. Like I said, we're going for our channel members. We're going to have a call-in feature. I think we're going to do it on Discord and have you guys be able to call in during the show. If it's just Peter, if it's just one person that takes the link, maybe he'll be talking with us during the whole show, or maybe for specific segments. We got to figure it out. If there's multiple people, then yeah, it's going to be a brief a chat on a specific segment, and then to move on to the next person that's calling in. If that's the tier that I have it set for video call-ins, then you'll be on the show if you want, if you so choose to. It'll be your option. It'll be your choice. But we are still doing. Let me see if I still have the graphic. I replaced it. We still have a link below for voicemail call-in. So if you want to send us a voicemail, you can send it through our Anchor, our podcast. So if you don't have to follow us on our podcast, if you want to support the podcast, I appreciate it. But if you go to our Anchor link, and I have the link in this description of this video and all videos from this day forward, and you have to sign up for Spotify podcasting. It's free. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to make a podcast if you already have a Spotify podcast. I think you can use your link to that as well. But for some reason, they're making people sign up for Spotify podcasts to be able to send any podcast member a voicemail. So on any topic that you want, you click the link, link your microphone. If you're on your phone, send us a message. Hey, Chris, or hey, Joy, or hey, Tabitha, or hey, the Rundown crew, I have a question for you, or have a theory on a certain topic, whatever you guys want to talk about, and then we'll put your voicemail on the show and play it, and we'll answer. If you have a question, we'll answer the question. If you have a concern or a comment, a suggestion, whatever you got, send it to us through the voicemail on our Anchor podcast, and we'll put it on the show. That's for everybody. You don't have to be a member for that. That's for free. It is for free for anybody out there, and
for me,
it'll be for any of you guys that want to do it if you so choose to. All right, guys, I appreciate it. Have a good weekend. Be safe out there. I hope to see you guys next Wednesday. Hope to see you guys tomorrow if you join us live for the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse open spoilers talk. We're gonna do that tomorrow. I don't know. I'm tongue twisted. Too much caffeine. Have a good weekend. Be safe out there, and send your questions, your thoughts, your concerns at all the time on our social medias at T3 Medias, on Facebook, on Twitch, on all of it, TikTok, anything. I'm reading all the comments. So I hope to hear from you guys. See you next week. Have a good day, and sayonara. Till next time, guys. Peace. Hey, guys, thanks for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. hit the subscribe button, like, and comment your thoughts on this topic or any topics that you think that we should talk about in upcoming videos. Also, you can follow us at T3 Medias on Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and we also have a T3 Media Studios podcast where we post our movie reviews and episodes of The Rundown. Till next time, guys.